All right, welcome back to another episode of Just Kidding, Man. I'm Jose.
I'm Kong.
And I'm Manchester.
Today's podcast is kind of special. We have an event. We're giving away a special prize today, right?
Ooh, what special prize are we giving away?
Are we doing
this?
Wait, really? I thought we talked about that we're giving away like for our subscribers. We're gonna give away
subscribers.
the 5 people who subscribe to us. We're gonna give away.
By the way, we appreciate you guys.
We're gonna give away a present. We're gonna give them 10 minutes with Jose. Like they can do anything with Jose for 10 minutes, right? That's not.
No, wait.
We're not doing that giveaway.
I do not consent to this. No.
I don't remember this conversation.
He won't cry.
Tell me more.
He won't cry. We promise he won't cry.
It's so messed up.
Just get into the drawings and then 10 minutes.
How dare you guys?
Everything.
Okay, what are the rules for this? Like, is it one of those like tag 3 people on Instagram?
Yes.
And then
yes.
Oh
yes.
no.
Yes.
No.
You can make them dress up. You can take them to the park. Maybe dinner. Maybe put them in a dress. Whatever you feel like.
So since we're talking about a dark topic, how about we transition to Terminator Dark Fate?
Dark Fate.
Yeah. So we just saw the trailer right now. What do you guys think about it?
So many questions, dude.
Okay.
So many questions.
What questions you got?
Oh, go ahead.
Is Arnold Schwarzenegger actually gonna be like in the movie itself, or he just has a little cameo? Because from the trailer, you only see like him in the little cameo. So is he gonna actually be like part of the whole movie?
That's
or
a good question.
Yeah, he's probably gonna have like a small role in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like he probably is gonna be in it, but not as much as Sarah O'Connor.
Well,
the
he's
old one at least.
71 now, right?
Yeah,
He's getting up there in age.
Yeah, but
he's still the
he
Terminator.
still looks fucking jacked though.
Yeah.
He's still bulked out
trains,
and shit. So yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yeah. I feel like without Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie, it's not really a Terminator movie because they made a part 4 and he wasn't in there and it wasn't that good. The one with Christian Bale.
Oh, okay.
I still enjoyed it.
Was that one like a prequel or was
no? It's in the future. It was actually in the future.
Well,
okay.
Technically, it can be considered a sequel or not a sequel, a prequel because that stuff's supposed to happen before Kyle Reese goes back in time. So technically, even though it's the future, it can still be considered like a prequel.
Yeah. Okay.
So time,
Yeah,
okay.
but their time shit, like
I remember it was
mumble up together.
Yeah, I remember it was trippy.
Yeah.
So wait, I'm trying to remember. Was it Terminator? Was it Genesis or there was one after that one?
Salvation was 4. Genesis was 5.
There was one that what's her name? Khaleesi was in it.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah,
that was 5.
Genesis.
Okay.
Genesis.
All right.
Yeah, Emilia Clarke.
Okay, I'm trying to remember that one. There's just so many Terminators movies.
There's
man.
only 5.
I've enjoyed every single one of them. Because of the whole time travel thing, like they are a little jumbled up, but I still enjoy it as a whole. Like even the one that didn't have Arnold in it.
Dude, I started off with when I was a kid. I started off with Terminator 2.
Yes, I think we all did.
Do you guys remember that part when he like cuts his hand and then he kind of does that to show that he's like a from the future?
Yeah, cyborg.
Dude, not only did it freak me out, but it got me thinking like a bunch of times, like, should I cut myself to see if I'm a?
Glad you did.
I think this is why they have ratings and parents should really respect these things.
Yes.
Because I never thought that at
I
all.
was this close too. I was like, nah.
If you would have done it, damn, that would have been.
That would have been really bad.
Yeah, it would have.
So
why'd you do it? I wanted to.
Spoiler alert: Jose is not a machine.
So okay, I don't know if it was just me, but the one scene when like in the first scene of the movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger comes out, he's like on the ground,
naked.
Oh yeah, naked.
Have you guys ever done it in the showers when you were a kid?
No.
That was just me.
No.
That was just
you.
Oh, that was just you.
I would admit if I did it, but I haven't done it.
You know what? I'm surprised I haven't done that as an adult.
It looked cool, like just that scene. He looked because he was built. Like
growing up, I did it yesterday.
No, but I'm with you guys. I started with part 2 as well, but I don't think I saw the whole thing through until I was an adult. Actually, you know what? I'm not sure if I've seen the whole thing through even now. I've seen bits and pieces of part 1 and 2. I've seen 3, The Rise of the Machines. That's the one in the future without Arnold. 4, I saw once in theaters. I really enjoyed that one.
Okay.
I thought it was really cool.
Like one of the coolest things that he did in the movie was when he would get the shotgun and he would like load it like and then it would make it spin and then he'd like shoot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, they bought me like a fake shotgun. It was a toy shotgun that looks like a real fucking shotgun, which like in hindsight it was a terrible idea, but I tried doing that. Dude, I fucked myself up so many times trying to do that shit. Never worked. I never did it, not once, man.
So the reason why Terminator 2 was like such a great movie is because they didn't use a lot of special effects. They used practical effects.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of the scenes, when the T-1000, he would take somebody's form, they actually used the twins. They had twins.
Oh,
That's why he
okay.
looks so realistic.
Yeah.
Because even that the main character, Sarah Connor, she's actually a twin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So with that one scene where she's like in the shop,
the
and
actress,
she's
right?
Yeah, she's taking out
Okay.
the bullet. She's checking like his thing, and he's looking in the mirror. That's her twin, like on the other side.
Oh.
Yeah, and Arnold's on the other side. While at the back you only see his head, but there's two of them.
Oh, so that
Yeah.
wasn't even like a mirror then, huh?
No.
Oh, that's
See?
really cool. I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
That's why it was such a good movie that they went practical instead of like try to use like CGI's back in time wasn't that good.
And that's pretty awesome because
Yeah.
with practical effects, you have to have like skills. Like, so
Yes.
many skills. The CGI stuff is still pretty cool, but sometimes it's too obvious.
Yeah.
Do you know what other like Arnold Schwarzenegger movie they made a remake? Twins.
Danny
But
DeVito.
with The Rock.
Wait. Remake?
Yeah, but it'd be
Oh, I know
like
you're
The
going with
Rock,
this. Yeah.
and then it'd be like Kevin Hart. as
Yeah,
the twin.
there you go. There you go.
That
That
makes so much sense.
There you
That
go,
makes
man.
so much sense.
$1 million.
Hey,
idea
maybe
right
they
there.
are making it. It's gonna be like
I don't know.
bringing you, this new movies. Oh, it's twins
Twins.
with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Oh, but
That'd
going
be
back
awesome.
to Terminator,
Uh-huh.
in the most recent one, do you guys remember like Arnold had to fight himself at the end?
A younger one, right?
Yeah, and that wasn't CGI either. It was an actual actor. Looks just like him.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy. How to shoot up all the steroids and everything to do it.
It could have been his son.
Probably.
You know what I mean? Like some of his sons look right. Even his
No,
illegitimate
his son
son.
doesn't look like that much like him.
He has the one with the maid.
Oh, dude, dude, I don't know how
That
he
one
goes.
looks like him. I believe. Like,
see,
really
I don't
looks
know
like
how
him.
he goes from like fucking like supermodels to like the maid. Like the maid was like butt ugly, wasn't she?
I don't know.
Hey, you know what?
She was
Sometimes
serious.
you just got to try new things.
He just got tired of like beautiful women. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna try out this one for a spin. Yeah, get it? Like
His son's gonna kick
laundry,
your ass.
like laundry.
He will find
know
you.
what I mean? Yeah, but yeah. So you went to Fanime yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
How did that go?
You know, I don't know. I just kind of feel worn out from cons right now. So like, it was okay, but like, when we go to Comic-Con and WonderCon, we also go to see people, and it's not just about buying things.
Yeah.
There really wasn't like any exclusives there except for like Bluefin. Bluefin had like a Gundam model that they were selling. I'm not really like, I don't really care about meeting the voice actors for like anime, even though I
Yeah.
love anime.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure at some point I will care, but they weren't even like, they were like there sporadically.
Okay.
So it was just basically like a giant flea market of nerds.
Yeah, that's the only thing about those like the anime conventions, that they're usually like that's what like
not a
as
lot
far
of,
from
like-
us, because we're not like as big as like anime like voice actor fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then everything's like a little bit more pricey, like the
It is,
the
yes.
statues and everything. So it's kind of like
It depends on where you shop too. Like some of them have them for pretty good prices, but like I used to collect a lot more than I have now. But now that I have so much stuff, like I'm trying to slow down.
mhm.
So yesterday I bought a Spider Carnage pop.
Oh,
Looks
okay.
so cool. I gotta show
Really?
you guys in a little bit.
Show us now.
Show me.
Show it to the whole 5 viewers we have.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh wow.
Throw it out to him. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I think it actually looks pretty cool, man. Spider Carnage.
What'd you buy that for?
So I paid $20. I found it somewhere else for $30, but I'm like, I'm not paying $30. So I just shopped
Yeah.
around. You know, I don't like. I usually don't like just buy things right then and there unless I know like this is the best price already.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool, man.
Oh, dude, this is from the TV show, right? Or
Yeah,
is it,
it's from the TV
from the
show.
anime TV show, dude.
I just saw this on Instagram the other day, and I was like, I have to have this. I told my girlfriend, and I saw only 2 vendors had it this whole weekend. These guys had it for $20. The other vendor had it for $30. So I was like, $20 is where it's at.
Kind of wish you would have taken a picture.
Was this an exclusive over there?
I don't think so. I don't know why that sticker's on there. I think maybe they're trying to like hype themselves up.
No, it might be like a different anime like conventions.
Because
They have different
AAA anime exclusive, but
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, but the one I saw on like Instagram didn't even have that sticker. So I'm just like,
yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
but the whole Spider Carnage, like, I love the symbiotes in the animated series.
Uh-huh.
So anytime the symbiotes were on, I was all about it. And the
Yes.
Spider Carnage one was so cool. It was like, he basically went mad.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, man. The one that I'm still looking forward to, that the Red Death one.
No,
the
we
Red
signed
Death
up for.
pop.
Oh yeah, the pop.
Yeah, that one looks sick. This one, how much did this one cost you when you bought it at Target?
$30.
30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude.
Yeah, that's what we were trying to figure out.
They sell out quick though, so, you
So
guys better-
next time when you see stuff, please text me. Like send me a
Yeah.
picture.
Oh, by the way, I also found out I saw at the con they have a giant Pikachu one too. I didn't really care for that one though.
Oh, I
When
want
saw
the whole set. I
Bulbasaur-
want the whole set.
You want the
All
whole set?
four. All four.
And an EV2 if they have
Yeah.
one.
the,
Oh my God.
the beginners and Pikachu.
My mom's gonna be like, "What's that? Nothing."
Why do you have so many? They're real to me. They're
No.
real to me, Mom.
Now give me my blanket. Give me my blanket. Where's the soda, Mom?
Kong's me time is going to consist of, I'm a real Pokemon master, guys.
And just playing with his pops.
He's going to be wearing his like backpack and everything. He's going to be walking around and shit. Like, yeah, I'm a
Close the door. What are you doing?
He's gonna get
Hey,
the
Kong, you
Pokeball
got-
from
yeah.
the game. What's it called? From the Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, and just catch Pokemon with that the whole time, all day.
It's going to be funny, dude. Hey, Kong, you got some milk. Close the door, Mom. God.
Wait, so since we talked about Spider cards a little bit,
90s.
have you guys read the Free Comic Book Day book yet?
No.
I haven't.
Can I spoil it for you then?
Might
I
as
think we talked about this.
yeah,
No.
No, we
Might
didn't.
as well.
I kept
about
waiting for
getting
you
it.
guys and waiting for you guys.
Oh, go
That was
ahead.
like
I
a
wasn't
month
gonna
ago.
read it.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it's the first appearance as Eddie Brock as Carnage.
Mhm.
Okay.
So that's a new thing.
Okay.
So he's trying to resurrect Null. So Eddie Brock as Venom was trying to prevent Null from coming, out, and now
Yeah.
he's inhabited by the Carnage symbiote. Now he's working for him. He's trying to get him out. So that's going to be, I guess, like one of the Venom story of the year. But that begs the question: who's going to be Venom then? If Eddie Brock is Carnage, who's Venom?
They had a lot of different Venoms.
Wasn't
out
there
the whole
another?
time.
Who was the other Venom?
Flash
Thompson.
Thompson?
But he's dead now.
But he died. But he
Oh,
Wait,
when he
actually,
dies-
I'm not sure if he's dead right now or
Yeah.
if he's anti-Venom.
He was anti-Venom, right?
No,
Anti-Venom.
actually, he did die. He died in
It-
Amazing Spider-Man 600
Yeah.
in that storyline
600?
with the Red Goblin.
800.
800, sorry, 800. Yeah, he died in the storyline with the Red Goblin.
Well, nobody stays dead.
And then the
besides-
other
stay dead.
Venom was the Scorpion, which is not going to be the Venom now.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. So if it's supposed to be the Venom story of the year, is Peter Parker going to become Venom? That's my next logical. I don't know.
Miles
I don't know.
Morales.
Well-
I mean,
Possibly.
something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, right now they have the symbiote of Spider-Man or whatever it's called, the one where it's like when he did become
I
Oh,
think.
Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Wait,
flashback.
Weren't
isn't
you
it, in a way?
reading Venom recently, Kong?
Yeah.
Didn't you read the one with he got the magic suit or whatever?
Yeah. I just remember
Is that
one.
still Eddie Brock?
Yeah.
So that makes me wonder how this is all going to play out.
Well, the thing with that suit is that it's not it's a symbiote suit, but it's not like a real one.
Mhm.
It's just him now. It's just him with all that power. Nobody's like no other voice in his head telling him Eddie, talking to him. He's just him. So it's just straight him being like crazy, like killing shit, doing shit. Back to the whole like Spider-Man 90s thing. So in the 90s, there was a lot of like sitcoms, like TV show that was out.
Mhm.
Fresh Prince was out.
Oh yeah,
Family
love
Matter.
Fresh Prince.
dude, Fresh Prince. I could always
you
watch
could-
like ever since
You
like
can't
you're a
get bored.
kid.
Yeah.
You could always rewatch it,
And it's still funny.
It seems like it's super like timeless, you know,
Yeah.
like
I was about to say that.
yeah. And then I don't know if you guys saw they're releasing like I want to say kind of like a reboot version of that.
It's
No.
not. It's not.
But the thing is, it's that it's not a comedy. It's more of a drama version of it.
No, I
Yeah.
saw the trailer. Is it going to be an actual show or a movie?
I think it's gonna be like a web series.
Okay, because
yeah,
that trailer was amazing,
'cause,
and it's very modern.
because what's his name? Will Smith or interviewed like the director
Mhm.
and I think also the star of it, and he was like, it seems good to me. Like it was like
So
approved.
he's like giving them the green light.
Yeah,
If
basically
he plays
was, like,
Uncle Phil, then I am with
there-
it.
no, there's somebody else playing Uncle
that
Phil.
would be cool, actually.
Yeah,
That'd be so cool.
it was a different person playing Uncle Phil.
I think like one of the best episode for that one is when his dad comes back. His dad comes back.
Oh, yeah.
Will Smith's dad in the show comes back, and then Will Smith's
The
like
ending?
all happy and stuff. And then like at the end, he's like, "Oh, I'm supposed to go with my dad."
Mhm.
And Uncle Phil had to tell him like, "Hey, your dad left." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so sad.
that was
Yeah.
actually like him. He used his real life experience with that because his dad had left. Right? No.
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 Sorry, dude. No, his
No?
dad. No, his dad. He talked about it already. He did like interviews about it. He's good with his dad. He's got like a good relationship with his dad. His dad like never
Ow.
left or anything, but he's just that good of an actor, man.
Really?
Yep.
Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
Sir.
I
Sir,
applaud
you are ageless.
You're making over here like rumors and stuff.
Man.
Nah, that's just how it goes.
But I always loved in the show when like him and Jazz had like their handshake.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that
Or
was
when
dope.
Carlton would dance. His
The
dance
Carlton,
was so awesome.
the
dude.
Carlton dance, dude.
Oh yeah, that was iconic, man.
Yeah, and then what was Will Smith's girlfriend she was so hot.
Lisa.
Like Lisa. Oh my
Fiance.
Hey,
god.
but one part that bugged me as an adult is that she actually appeared in an earlier episode where she like tortured him and stuff, and she was like crazy. And then she appeared later as like a different character. It was the same actress. So I was just like, you can't do this to a kid. Like,
I gotta rewatch it.
adult.
They
And
can
no.
and they will. A lot of shows do that. They reuse like
They reuse
supporting
the
actors.
same cast.
They're that good.
Sorry.
No, another good show was Family Matter with Steve Urkel.
Oh, I love that show. I haven't seen the whole. Actually, I feel like I've seen most of it. I haven't
And
seen
the
the whole
ending,
thing.
you see the ending?
It's so good.
Yes.
The only thing that I saw with that one was when he went into that machine and he turned into like the
Stefan Arkell.
Yeah.
I believed that when I was a kid. I believed that happened. I was like, oh my God.
You're like,
Look what
I can
just
go into a
happened.
machine and I can become super popular. And, like,
Or he
good
became
looking.
Bruce Lee one time.
Did he really?
Oh, he did, yes. And then who
Couple
was it?
times.
Yeah, and then the dad from the other family did too.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it that much. I
Dude,
only
it
saw
was,
like
it was
one
fun.
or two
It was
episodes.
fun. He's the only dude that actually got out of the friend zone. After like 10 years, he got out of the friend zones and marries the main girl, the girl he fell in love with, Laura, right? Oh, what was her
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it?
I don't know. I never watched it. Did you guys ever watch Dinosaurs? With
Yes.
like it was just like everybody in like suits, dinosaur suits. It was like a
I
family
never did. It
sitcom.
freaked me out, man.
Yeah,
Freaked me out as a kid.
It was
so I couldn't
weird.
do it.
I didn't watch it like all the time or anything like that, but I remember it being on TV.
It reminded me of Family Guy, dude, because it came out way before. It had the same setup, the little baby dinosaur that talked and shit, the big dad, you know what I mean, the mom, the brother, and the sister. So it reminded me of Family Guy. Maybe that's where you got the idea from.
We're on to him, Seth MacFarlane.
So we got you, buddy.
We got you. Yeah, that one. And then what was another one they had? I think they had well, this one's a even older one, the Munsters. That was in black and
that's
white.
way out.
Dude, that one was
Yeah,
awesome though, man.
That's way.
That wasn't
that's
90s,
way-
was it?
No,
No,
that was
way
way
back. That was
before,
way-
man. Yeah, that was awesome. I used to like that one. That one was sick.
That one's in black and white. I remember.
Mm-hmm. It was
Good show.
funny too. It was super funny. And then
What else happened in the 90s as far as sitcoms go?
90s had a lot of awesome sitcoms. Didn't they have like Boy Meets World?
Oh, I love that show.
TGI Friday. Oh, I used to love that. They used to have so many good shows out that night.
Dude, do you guys remember when Fox would have those like it would be like Fox in a Box and then Fox Kids and then they would have those like, please write us so we could send you blah blah blah, like for the sweepstake. And you have to wait for like the password.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, send us a postcard with this password so you could be one of the grand prize winners. And I was like, oh my God, I want to be a grand prize winner.
Did you ever win?
No, I never sent anything out.
So once email or online became a thing, I was like, somebody has to win, right?
Yeah.
So I started doing it and I actually won a couple things.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you win?
Pokemon stuff.
Oh,
Really?
So I won like a bunch of toys and like cards and stuff. And at the time, I didn't want to keep toys for whatever reason. So my mom was like, hey, I'm going to like a birthday party. Can I give it to the kid? I was like, sure.
Typical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because my mom does the same thing. Whenever I go to like birth, or she goes to birthdays, she's always like, "Hey, how much was that figure?" I was like, $50. She was like, "Oh, okay, never mind." She finds out the price. She's like, "Oh, never mind." And then she told me like, "Oh, I was gonna ask if I could, if I could buy it off of you, so I could." I was like, "Yeah, it was $50.
$60, mama.
It was $50. Oh, okay, yeah, no, never mind." Like almost kind of guilt me into like giving it cheaper to her. And no, I love you, mama, but
This
no.
is convention price.
Yeah.
They're like, this is an exclusive. I waited in line for
This is
hours.
This is hard to get stuff, Mom. I'm
Like,
sorry.
it's not just the money value here; it's my time too. Like, how are you gonna pay me for that?
Exactly.
It's so back to the Fox Kids stuff. So back then, you could join the Fox Kids Club, right? You just got to write it like a postcard or a little letter to the Fox Kids, and then make you a member. And each month they'll send you like a little, I would say magazine.
Oh, okay.
For
Yeah.
like Fox Kids and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I really wanted to join that club, but I didn't know what the fuck postage was. Like all that shit.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, my neighbor, they had moved,
Totoro?
but they kept getting the magazines. They got 2. I was able to get 2. I was like, dude, yeah.
That's
Those
fun.
are actually worth money now, dude. They're worth like
Really?
$30,
Really?
$30-$40. You get it for free.
$30 for free.
I was like, should
Well,
I
yeah,
buy it?
because they'd be rarer now, huh?
They are.
And then,
They're nostalgic.
and then
like,
kids throw things away like crazy. So anybody who still has stuff like that,
I still have mine.
Have you guys ever read like comics from like the 90s, like, and the ads that they have on there? Dude, it's crazy.
they're terrible.
Dude, because I was watching, because I saw Pizza Hut had a pizza, a little toy, and a little water for like $3.99, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, do you know how expensive that shit is nowadays? Like, that shit's like $10 now. You know what I mean?
You just made me figure out something from my childhood.
What?
So, as a kid, I was an avid reader, and then kids typically take after their parents or somebody like close in the family. Well, nobody in my family is really a reader. Or at the time, wasn't.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut is the reason that I became a reader.
Oh,
they would give out like, "Hey, you read this book."
Scholastics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Scholastic. The advertising was so good. I read Animorphs. I read like a lot of
Dude.
Animorphs.
I haven't heard that in years, dude.
The TV show for that one. You watched it?
I had never watched the show because I didn't have cable.
Dude, but the books, they had the little things on the corner.
Yeah,
and you
where
would flip through them and they would morph.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Dude, I still have some of the toys.
Dude, that shit was awesome. I remember fucking book fairs.
Yeah.
You guys remember book fairs? That was like the best fucking time of the year.
I'll say this. They did a much better job a long time ago because like I would tell my parents, hey, I want to buy this. And because they wanted me to have a good education, they would buy it for me.
Okay. And then book fairs, dude. That's what prepared us all for like conventions, dude.
That's true.
That's what it was.
That's true.
Man.
Did you guys ever
We're
had
being trained.
we had ours at John Mayer. We had Riff Reading is Fun, where we would go to the library. They would have books out laid out, and we were able to get like a free book.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was able
I
to get
never
like
got
the
the free book.
Goosebumps, and like each year we would get one. So I was able to get Goosebumps and Animorph. Because they just look cool. I didn't know how to read for shit.
but they looked awesome.
Yeah, they looked awesome. I had them.
You know how many Goosebump books I like rented from the library, the school library, and never read them just because the titles looked
The
cool.
cover
Like
looks
the
nice.
You were like
cover,
scared though?
yeah. The ones that I did read was like
Hey, they were terrifying, man.
yeah.
They were good.
Again, it was the Haunted Mask. That one
the
will forever.
90s, dude. The 90s, man. That's
Well, I don't think I own them anymore, but my parents basically bought me like all the Animorph ones, the whole series. I read the whole series, man. It was good.
Dude.
And for kids, they're pretty short. They're pretty, like, there were chapter books, but they weren't that long.
Yeah. You know what's up?
Speaking of that, there's the Animorph book. They're still in circulation in school, elementary, because I worked as a substitute librarian. And like a couple months back, I was just looking through the books, and I seen like Animorph. What? They still had it.
It's so cool.
They still had the original books, like the original cover and everything, like the horse and thing in front of it. Yes.
Dude.
And the Andalite.
Yes.
Crazy.
So, I never heard a lot of the words in the book out loud, so I don't even know if I would say them right.
Yeah.
Like the little like slug things are called yerks, something like that. Yerks? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Andalites are the ones that basically have the morphing powers, the horse-looking dudes.
Uh-huh.
There was like Axe, and like his older brother was the one who like died in the first
Tobias.
book. Yeah, Tobias was the one who turned into like the hawk.
Watch the show. It's on YouTube. Like it's on. They have
I'm
two
gonna
seasons.
have to
Wasn't it
watch
short though? Oh yeah,
It's 30. It's 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 30 minutes, but like it's only something minutes.
So that actually is a good transition for this next topic I want to talk to you guys about, book and like show or movie adaptations, because that one obviously they didn't finish the whole series.
Mhm.
Did you guys ever read or hear about a book called Eragon?
Yes, I was a big fan. I was
Eragon.
like, it's 4 book. It's actually supposed to be 3 books, but
Yeah,
the
but they
last
made
book
it-
he wrote, he was writing so much content. He had so much content. He's like, no, I'm gonna split it up to 3 books.
What
Into
is-
4
4
books.
books, yeah.
What's Eragon?
So Eragon is about a boy named Eragon,
Mhm.
and basically he lives in a world of magic
Okay.
and dragons. So basically, I think they were called dragon riders. Dragon riders were like the police, basically.
Mhm.
Well, before the story starts, one of the guys, I can't even pronounce his name, Galbatorix, something like this. He went on a hunt with a couple other of his dragon riders, and basically all of them died except for him, and his dragon was killed. And he basically went back and said, "Hey, I want another dragon." And they were like, "No, you only get one kind of deal." And like he messed up anyway, so they weren't going to give him another one. So
Okay.
what he does is he steals a dragon egg, he corrupts it. He basically like binds it to himself, and then he goes and he kills like everybody. Basically, he kills all the dragon like rider organization, and he
Okay.
takes over the world, or not the world, but like their country.
Yeah.
And there was like a TV show on
No,
this
no,
too?
it's a book.
No,
It's
it
a
was
book.
just,
Just
a
a book?
series
No,
of books.
yeah.
It became a movie, but the movie
He fucked
sucked.
up. They-
Really?
The book is so good. I actually own the last 3.
Yeah.
They're on the bookshelf behind you guys. They're actually really good. I for some reason I never bought the first one, but I bought I have first prints of the second book, which is Inheritance, and then there was Eldest is the second one, then Inheritance, and then Brissinger is the last one. So Brissinger is basically like their word for fire.
Oh.
If they say it, they basically make fire come out. But it was really cool, a lot of action, a lot of good stories. It was like, big fantasy book.
The movie, they really fucked up on everything from the
Yeah.
from dragon, because in the movies and the dragons, the way they described the dragon, it wasn't like scaly. They had more kind of like feather and stuff.
Mm.
Just other stuff they fucked up so bad.
That didn't bother me. What bothered me was at the end there's supposed to be like this really huge, epic, like really epic fight scene.
Mhm.
It sucked in the movie. It
Yeah.
does not live up to like how it was written, basically.
Okay. Well, a lot of times, like the way that it's written in books doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to translate well in the big screen.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. And
Like.
also gonna say like I'm reading Game of Thrones right now. I'm super behind on the show, but like recently I saw the fight with Oberon and the Mountain.
Mhm.
It was so cool. I just don't know how that's gonna like look on the paper, but like seeing it live action,
Uh-huh.
woo, live action was actually really cool.
Live action. Yeah, that see, that's what I've been getting. That the books are like really like, especially the Game of Thrones ones. That it's very different from like the series.
And they have a lot more detail. Like
Yeah.
I like to think that I'm observant, but there's certain things that got like past me, like the whole snow and sand, all that stuff being like that's like the bastard name. I had no idea. I couldn't figure it out right away from the show. But in the book, it's very explicit. This is the name you get if you're a bastard in the north. You know, east, west, that kind of stuff. They have different like iterations of it.
Okay. See,
But what are some other adaptations you guys have seen that like are good or not so good?
Well, I think the main one everybody's seen is the Harry Potter ones.
Harry Potter.
Oh, hell
Everybody
yeah.
always talks about Harry Potter.
They do. They were the first ones to do the 2-part, like the last book, because they wanted to tell
Yeah,
the
they
whole
wanted to be
stories.
like really good.
Then everybody else wanted to copy that because the Hunger Game did the same thing. They tried to like they split it up into 2.
Twilight did the same thing.
Yeah, Twilight did. It just didn't work. It's like no. The reason why Harry Potter worked so good is because everybody wanted to see that last book. 'Cause it was
Yes.
such a big book.
Mhm.
Like we wanted to see the rest of the story, but they did it with the Hunger Game. I watched the part.
50 Shades of Grey.
No, I never watched that.
Oh wait. Oh wait.
That was
Sorry.
you.
That was just you.
you, buddy.
What?
That's another book
No,
adaptation too,
we're
like-
we're in
no,
this
no.
together.
No,
That's not our book club.
that's
No,
not my
come-
book
what?
club.
I don't know what you're doing.
Man.
Wait, but so did you guys ever read any other Harry Potter books at all?
I read
I
it.
read 1, 2, and 3 because
So-
they came out like the time that I was in 8th grade, and they would force you to read books and make you
Take
tests
the
and
test.
stuff. Yeah, so my book of choice was like Harry Potter, and I did 1, 2, and 3, and that was before the movies came out, so I actually had to read them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I started with 3, Prisoner of Azkaban. So I never read 1 and 2, but I
Mhm.
watched the movies, and I don't think I could go back and like read the book at this point.
Mhm.
But like I started with that, and then after that, I read the books currently or whatever as at the time was coming out, and then from the Half-Blood Prince on, I
Mhm.
bought all of them. Like
Yeah.
first printing, I read them within the first 24 hours.
That's crazy.
Like I would just literally just like leave me the hell alone.
Mhm.
I'm reading this book today. I read the whole thing.
You
God
binged
damn,
it?
mama, leave me alone. I'm reading.
I literally didn't sleep.
Ma!
Especially the last
Let
one.
me
I
loaf.
didn't sleep for the last one. Like I was up for like a good 24
I
hours.
think everybody was up for that one.
It was
that one. That was a big
so
event
good.
For which one?
for the last book for the
Deathly
Hallows.
Hollow, dude.
Okay.
Everybody did the same thing, like midnight. They actually had like midnight selling and stuff.
Oh no, no.
Yeah,
no.
they did.
You heard how they kept it a secret, right? How they did it.
No.
I was watching one of the videos they goes for the Harry Potter for the last one. Like it was so like people tried to actually like break in and steal it. Like they tried it. They did like it was like dude. It was so well protected. Like they
didn't know where they
were
were?
shipping it. They shipped
Yeah.
it to a Barnes Noble different stores, but it got there like early, so it would get there early. Like so they'll have like this like 5-hour gap before midnight. They're like, no, we do that. It's like people's gonna like some sellers gonna try to sell early or something's gonna happen. No. So what they did was they told the trucks to keep driving. Keep driving until
That
like
way they weren't there.
and then they had security, dude. It was so there was so much securities for all the books.
You see somebody Fast and Furious, the fucking truck.
Yeah, no,
and
they
shit.
tried. They tried to do that. Like it was,
Fast
dude. It
and
was
Furious.
serious. Like
Book
this,
heist.
This was like the most important like thing that ever came out. Like
Oh
it
my
was
God.
they had probably
I
had,
know
like,
that I
SWAT
was
teams.
hyped for it. Like
Yes,
usually,
everybody.
like, well, when do people really get hyped for like novels coming out? Like only
Never.
once they get big, right? And that's like,
Yeah.
that doesn't happen as often, you know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So for that book, like, I didn't go to the midnight release, but the next day I went to Costco with my grandma,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, "Oh, I want that book. I wanted to read it." And she was like, "Oh, you can have it." So she bought it for me. I think I was already an adult at the time. I could afford it to myself, and my grandma got it for me.
He was 26. Grandma, I want that book. Oh, my little boy, come here. I got you, mijo. Come here. No, seriously though, like it was such a big event. Like people would just after they get the book, they would just sit outside the curb and start reading it. They had pictures on news magazines. I did the same
Wow.
thing. I mean, I went to go get the book the next day and read it.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you go
Called
to
it into
midnight
work.
release?
I requested like 3 days off from work just to read it.
Really?
But
Yeah.
I gotta
Oh,
say,
wow.
as far as the movie and the books go, like Obviously, the books always has more detail and
Yeah.
everything, but I think they did justice with the
Yeah.
movies. The movies were so freaking good.
Yeah.
But I don't actually think I've seen all of them yet.
I know I haven't. I got up to Goblet of Fire.
The Goblet of Fire was pretty good.
Yeah, and then the other two I haven't read. I got all the books on like Black Friday. So or not the books, the Blu-rays on Black
But
Friday.
you haven't
So
watched them?
yeah, well I watched 4. I just haven't watched the last. What is it? Last 2?
No,
Two or three.
the 3.
Last 4?
3.
Yeah, I haven't watched the last 3.
You know, talking about that, Black Friday, I tend to buy a lot of movies that I never open. Like,
Yes.
I got rid of some. I didn't
Yes.
even open them. Like, they were a good deal, $4. And I ended
yeah.
up selling them at a yard
That-
sale for like $1. So I
Yeah.
was like, what's the point, you know?
Yeah, that's me with the same with the Blu-rays. Like
Yeah.
I got the whole like Hobbit series and the Lords of the Rings.
Oh,
and
I read that. The
they're
Hobbit.
all right there.
I haven't seen the movie yet, but
Uh-huh.
I read the original Hobbit.
Uh-huh.
The Hobbit was really good. I could not read the Lord of the Rings books. They were just so like when you have to have like a whole like set of vocabulary for like a whole new world. Like
Yeah,
you know, even
that's
Game
what-
of Thrones has its own thing too, but like it's not as
Yeah.
bad, you know.
Yeah, you got to draw the line somewhere.
It takes time.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to some coworkers about Star Wars, and there's some people who hadn't seen Star Wars, and you start saying Padawan and stuff like that, and they're
Mhm.
just like, "That's a lot of vocabulary. I'm not doing this."
It's not that bad. It's not that hard to get, honestly.
Well, if you're into it, yeah, but if you're not into it, you're like, "What are all these words?"
Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
So what else?
Let's see.
Stephen King stuff. I've never read it. I want to read it. The
I haven't-
movie, the original, was so good.
I'm not, as you guys can clearly tell, I'm not a big reader unless it's like comics.
I
or
can tell by
graphic
your
novels.
IQ.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself.
Wait, doesn't he have a brother named Tom King? Right? No, that's not his brother.
That's
Tom
not his
King.
brother, but he's
No.
also a writer.
No.
Well, his last name's King, right?
I get it. No, that's the writer for Batman right now and Mr. Miracle and Heroes in Crisis.
So like something's happening in the comic book world right now with the DC and Tom King, right?
Yeah, I guess
So what is that?
Tom King was supposed to go up to issue 100 in Batman, and it was supposed to be City of Bane, right? For
Yeah, but I think that
75?
starts at like 75 though.
At 75. But what happened was they're gonna
Breaking news, guys. Breaking news.
not
It's just
even. They're gonna take him off on 85.
Did they say why?
So the rumor was that they fired him off of it.
Really?
So what had happened was, supposedly this story was gonna be like so crazy, like something was gonna happen with Batman or to Batman that it was gonna change kind of like the mythos for like the next couple of years. Like so then like
Well, he's trying to cement his legacy then as a
yeah,
Batman writer.
well yeah, not
He's
just
a good writer too,
but
so.
yeah, but not just that. Like supposedly like the head of like I'm not sure if it's DC, but I think like Warner Brothers was like nah, like they weren't really going along with it. So that was kind of
wigs trying to micromanage.
it was
but,
kind of
nope.
like no, but so that was kind of like the rumor too that they were gonna because they're cutting him off at 85, but it turns out they're gonna give him his own title, kind of like how they did with like Snyder and Capullo.
Yeah.
You know, and his
So you can
stories.
finish the story basically as a side
Ye-
story and not
yeah.
like a part of continuity.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's gonna be Batman and Catwoman. So I'm kind of like iffy. Not so much that I'm iffy, but it's like I kind of wish they would have just left it as the Batman run,
Okay.
as opposed to just like Batman and Catwoman. Because usually for some reason, like if it doesn't just stay with like the same title, it kind of throws me off, and I'm kind of like, I don't know if I
Well-
want to go along with it.
If I can offer my opinion on it,
Go for it.
let him do his thing. They're gonna reboot it in a couple years anyway.
That's
so
what
who
I was-
cares?
that's what I was
They always
fucking
reboot
saying,
things, so
dude.
like just let it happen. Like what's it? Like you said, it's gonna affect things for a couple years. This is not gonna have like decades long effect necessarily.
Yeah, and the way they made it seem, or the way that Josh broke it down to me was like, it might be something like to the like the Killing Joke, where it
Okay.
like impacted so much of like the Batman storyline as far as like the Joker kind of goes too.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
And-
We still got to find out. We still got to see about that.
Kong, didn't Tom King piss you off with this whole Catwoman wedding thing?
That's why a lot of people got pissed off too. That's why a lot
That
of
was
people
him?
jumped off of
That
it.
was him?
Oh, dude, I should have attacked him when I seen him.
He's at the con. He's right in front of you.
Nah.
He was apparently.
He-
So for the Batman wedding, they were building it up so much, like Batman and Catwoman were getting married, like
For like a year, right?
Yeah, for
Or
a
over
year. They had so many like tie-ins, and like just spin-offs and like just building
And
up
the
to
hype
it.
was real, right?
It was I was hyped, dude. I'm usually not the hype. I was hyped. I was like, dude, they're actually doing it.
Felt to the
Like,
hype.
he gets up there, it finally gets up there, and the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Like, oh no, Catwoman runs away. It's like, dude, what the fuck?
And that was back in issue 25, wasn't it? Or a long time ago, wasn't it?
50.
50.
Yeah, it was last
Okay.
year. It was last year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
50. 25 would have been too long ago.
Yeah.
That's right.
The proposal was what, 24, I think.
Yeah, they
Yeah, so they
started-
milked it as long as they
They
can,
milked
all
it,
the
yeah.
way to like 50.
and then they
or something.
just ruined everything. I just dropped off, dude. I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm not reading Batman.
I kind of fell off on what is it? The War of Riddles, or what's it called?
yeah.
Oh, the War of Jokes,
Jokes
and
and
Riddles.
War of
Riddles, which
Jokes.
was
Yeah.
not-
Yeah, I tried getting into it because I was like, this seems like really cool, and I read like 2 or 3 issues, and I was just like,
no.
what the hell is this? Like, it was just too like.
The
It
idea,
was terrible.
the
it was
idea
kinda
started off.
slow.
Yeah, the idea started off kind of cool, but then it just kind of like.
Did you guys finish it or?
No.
Okay.
So I bought the graphic novel. I finished it.
Mhm.
It was terrible because basically, Joker and Riddle were like killing like random, like so many people, but Batman's not doing anything.
And he
Like,
gets
so many
pissed.
people died. There's like a war in the street. Like in one of the scenes, Deathstroke is
And
fighting
Deathshot.
Deadshot. Like
That's
they're
what I
just
read
killing
that.
I
so
remember
many
that
people.
part.
But yet Batman's not doing anything. It's like, what the fuck
I
you
think
doing?
on that one, he like after like 24 hours of like violence and killing spree, he
gets
finally
pissed
came
off.
Yeah, no, he
Yeah.
came in as Bruce Wayne. He goes, "What will it take for me to get you guys to stop killing each
Oh,
other?"
that's right, because he brought him into like a
into
dinner,
this house.
right? Yeah.
in. I don't remember that part.
They go,
Yeah.
we, they go,
I
we
don't
want, we
wanna
want
remember most of
Batman.
it.
Something this, like, dude, why aren't you doing anything, Batman? Like, so many people died. Like, seriously, like so much destruction, and they, Joker and Riddle, Joker and the Riddler, they already knew who Batman was.
Mhm.
They know that he's Bruce Wayne, but they don't care. They don't care about Bruce Wayne. They care about Batman.
Yeah.
That's who they want.
Yeah, you told me that before.
They don't want Bruce Wayne.
Didn't Batman beat the shit out of like what was it? Was it it was from that same storyline.
Riddler.
That he beat him up so bad. It was before. I think it was one of the snipers. It would have been like
Oh, then Deadshot.
Deadshot. I think
Mhm.
it was Deadshot. He like beat the shit out
Yeah.
of him, like almost like in a coma bad or something like that.
What at the
'Cause he was
ending,
pissed off.
the ending, like, because the reason why the Riddler did all that, because he wanted a laugh from the Joker.
He's trying to make him laugh.
Yeah, he was trying to make him laugh. That way he could beat Batman, but the Joker only laughs at Batman. Like, you see, I get it now because he's about to kill the Riddler. As he's about to kill the Riddler, that's when he laughs. Like, see, this is what happened. This is why I like him so much.
Well,
Mm.
I don't know if I necessarily know Joker from the comics all too well, but like, I know he's really dark.
Yeah.
Like in recently, my most recent interaction with the Joker. Not that I've interacted with him, but like my most recent reading of him was in Justice League. It was pretty dark. It was hardcore. Like he basically like tortured Legions of Doom or whatever, got them under his control and stuff.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty dark and pretty hardcore.
Yeah, but I don't know if you know Tom King. He was a ex CIA operative.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, and they kind of use that as like a marketing, so that that they're gonna use his like experiences in there to like write like Batman stories. So they kind of use that kind of angle as like a promotional thing. But yeah, so he's had like a lot of like threats. You know what I mean? One of them was I think it was last year at Comic-Con, where the same was it Comic-Con? Yeah, I think it was Comic-Con. The same thing that people were like mad at him. I think it was because of the wedding issue.
It might have been
that
me.
somebody made like a death threat,
It might have
and he had like a bodyguard with him like during the convention.
Well, they usually have like
and then-
some security, but not like that.
No, and
Damn
then
nerds.
it
Hardcore.
happened recently again. I think it was because of the Heroes in Crisis
Okay.
issue 8. I'm not. I don't follow that one. So same thing. Somebody threatened to like kill him, and he had to like report it to like to Twitter so they could kind of
Yeah.
look into it a little bit more and ban the guy and all that stuff. But I mean,
Fucking nerds.
it's kind of dumb too if you're gonna threaten a ex CIA like operative guy.
Like if you're gonna like go threaten him in person and stuff, so he can probably defend himself pretty
yeah,
well.
he'll beat the shit out of you. I'm pretty positive. He's a big guy. He's pretty big. Yeah.
Well, I'll say this: writers are not always gonna give you what you want.
No,
They're gonna
definitely
write their
not.
stories, and at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, that's a story.
Yeah.
So, like, I haven't read a lot of Tom King's Batman run, but I want to.
Yeah, I've been in and out. Like the first one was awesome, the one with Gotham Girl
Mhm.
and
In Gotham.
Gotham Boy. That first arc was dope. I really liked that one. like the very
Detective
first volume.
Comics, not the Batman series itself, but the Detective Comics. When he has like his own like not private, but
His own army. I guess
not like a group of all like Batman characters, because he had Batwoman in there, Batgirl, Red Robin.
Is that Batman Incorporated?
The Signals in there.
Nah, Batman Inc. I think it's more like the worldwide.
Yeah, no, this is just people based in Gotham. Yeah, so he has like this whole big group. There's like at least like 15 of them. They're protecting Gotham from like this big threat and stuff.
Yeah, and then I actually, even though I'm wearing the shirt for Doomsday Clock, I fell off.
It picked up, guys. It picked up.
I fell off right off of
after
it.
like 2 years, it picked up.
It was kind of a slow burn at first, but it picked up.
Yeah,
very nicely actually.
I was like, eh.
Not
kind of gave up.
$5, man. I don't know.
Depends on my attention span too. On it, I can only do so much. I had a dentist appointment last week, and I had to buy a book so that I could kind of kill time.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up buying Mr. Miracle, the Tom King one.
Yeah,
dude, it's pretty fucking solid.
I've heard really good things.
I'm more than halfway through it, and it's like really good. I liked it. Like, there's like a scene where like his wife gives like
Big
birth. Yeah, gives birth, and Jesus, like it feels like you're in the room with them. Like, it's pretty nuts.
It's just that well written and well drawn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're gonna have to get it going pretty soon because Manchester has regionals.
Yeah, the regionals is today for me. So
By
this
regionals,
is gonna air way after I actually play, but my trump card is Clay Doll.
Okay.
So I'm using a Clay Doll with Earth Power because Earth Power recently came out.
Mhm.
No one's gonna see it coming except for the other guy in town who also got an invite, who's also running it. He ran it against me before I even got one, and he was just killing me. Like, it was so hard to figure out.
Yeah.
But you know what? I figured out how to beat his. Can he beat mine? That's the real story. That's the real question. Yeah.
It's gonna be good stuff, man. All right. Well, this is gonna conclude our episode.
Yeah.
Just kidding, man.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. This has been Just Kidding, man. We're out.
Catch you guys next time.